Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to start up Statcrunch and copy files to Statcrunch. So the first method you can do is by logging into my Math Lab. So log on to my Math Lab, click on your course, and once you open up your statistic course, you'll see the Statcrunch icon on the left side. Click on it, and then click on Statcrunch website, and then click on Open Statcrunch. A Statcrunch data table will show up. So Statcrunch will be ready. Okay, so let's sign out first. The second method is to access Statcrunch from when you are doing an assignment. So one of the assignments that allow us to access Statcrunch would be if there are data. So if you click on assignment in the orientation, let's go back. In the orientation homework, question 6 consists of question where there are data available for loading. So on the right hand side, you see this data copy icon. You click on it, you can open Statcrunch over there with all the data copied. So later on, when you do statistic homework, if they have data, you can do it. Open up Statcrunch that way. So that's the second method. You can also open up Statcrunch directly from the browser. So let's leave all this homework and let's just log off from my Math Lab and log on directly from Statcrunch from the browser. So www.statcrunch.com. And I already signed in. I need to sign out first. Okay, so I'm gonna sign in again. So you use the same password ID and password that you used for my Math Lab. You log on to Statcrunch and you open up Statcrunch. That would be your Statcrunch data table. Okay. So suppose you open up Statcrunch and you want to copy some files or some data into Statcrunch to process. So in this Statcrunch Lab, I want to copy a categorical data column in our class info under city. I want to copy this whole column into Statcrunch. So I click on it and I right click to copy. I go back here and I need to go to the head of the column table, and instead of right click, Statcrunch do not allow you to right click. So what you do is you do Control V for paste. Control V, the whole column will be there. And when I go back to this Excel file with my class info, the next one I want to copy in is handspan. So I click on it, right click, I copy it again. Now I don't want to copy in the same table, so I want to open up another Statcrunch table. You click it on Statcrunch, new data table, and go to the top. Again, Control V, the second column will be on a new data table. So they will show up in two different web browser tabs. So that's how you copy data to Statcrunch. Now in this handspan data table, you notice that there's some zero entry which are either invalid entry or the student did not enter an entry. So I want to delete them because I don't want to process them in the when I'm doing them. So what you do is usually we right click and delete them, but because Statcrunch does not provide right click, so what we do is we click on the row, click on this row, click on all the row that has a zero entry or invalid one that you don't want to process. So I should have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one. Yeah, 5. Then you click on these. You want to delete them, and then you do edit. I think you do edit rows, delete. So it would you will ask if you want to delete the 5 selected row, you say compute, the 5 row will be deleted. So that's how you get rid of entries in the columns that you don't want. So let's leave the Statcrunch table open, and let's go back to copy the columns to Google Sheets. So I assume that you have Google Sheets. If not, you can just try Google it. Google Sheets. And because I have already logged on to my Google account, so it will show up. So you do blank. You want to create a blank Google Sheets. And then you go back to your class info. You say, okay, I'm going to copy this city categorical data column over there. So you right click, copy, go back to the Google Sheets tab, and then right click, paste. And there you are. The data is there. If you want to copy another data, you want to click on Add Sheet. So there is a Add column, Add icon here. Copy it. The new worksheet will open up. You go back to your Excel file. You click on, say for example, I want to click on handspan. I want to copy it. You can copy. Go back to your Google sheet number 2. Right click, paste. That would be your handspan. So that's how you copy files from from Excel to Google Sheets.